Their eyes are watching God. We're going to hear two stories. One, the voice of the story, the other, the voice of the storyteller. Joe Starks was the name. Yeah, Joe Starks from in and through Georgia. Been working for white folks all his life. Saved up some money, around $300, yes indeed, right here in his pocket. Kept hearing about them building a new state down here in Florida and sort of wanted to come. But he was making money where he was. But when he heard all about him making a town out of colored folks, he knew that was the place he wanted to be. He had always wanted to be a big voice, but the white folks had their say where he come from, and everywhere else, accepting that place, that colored folks, was building their own. That was right, too. The man that built things ought to boss it. Let colored folks build things, too, if they want to crow over something. He was glad he had his money all saved up. He meant to get there whilst the town was yet a baby. He meant to buy in big. It had always been his wish and desire to be a big voice, and he had to live near 30 years to find the chance. Where was Janie's papa and mama? They dead, I reckon. I would have known about 'em 'cause my grandma raised me. She dead too. She's dead too? Well, who's looking after a little girl child like you? I'm married. You married? You ain't hardly old enough to be weaned. I bet you still crave sugar tits, don't you? Yeah, and makes and sucks 'em when the notion strikes me, drinks and sweet waters too. I loves that myself. Never expects to get too old enough to enjoy syrup sweetened water when it's cool and nice. Us got plenty syrup in the barn. Ribbon cane syrup, if you so desires. Where's your husband at, Miss, My name is Janie Mae Killix since I got married. Used to be Janie Mae Crawford. My husband has gone to buy a mule for me to plow. He left me cutting up seed potatoes. You behind a plow? You ain't got no more business with a plow than a hog got with a holiday. You ain't got no business cutting up no seed potatoes neither. A pretty doll baby like you is made to sit on the front porch and rock and fan yourself and eat potatoes that other folks plant just special for you. Janie laughed and drew 2 quarts of syrup from the barrel, and Joe Starks pumped the water bucket full of cool water. They sat under the tree and talked. He was going down to the new part of Florida, but no harm to stop and chat. He later decided he needed a rest anyway. It would do him good to rest a week or 2. Every day after that, they managed to meet in the scrub oaks across the road and talk about when he would be a big ruler of things with his reaping the benefits. Janie pulled back a long time before he did not represent sun up and pollen and blooming trees, but he spoke for a far horizon. He spoke for change and chance. Still, she hung back. The memory of Nanny was still powerful and strong. Janie, if you think I aims to toll you off and make a dog out of you, you's wrong. I wants to make a wife out of you. You mean that, Joe? The day you put your hand in mine, I wouldn't let the sun go down on us single. I'm a man with principles. You ain't never knowed what it's like to be treated like a lady, and I wants to be the one to show you. Call me Jody like you do sometimes. Jody, she smiled up at him, but leave disposing and everything else to me. I'll be down this road a little after sunup tomorrow morning waiting for you. You come go with me.